Hey guys, I wanted to chat a little bit with you. I have been talking to some leaders, and it kind of struck me as an aha moment, and I want to be able to share that with each of you. So really quickly, here's the thing. So we all know, it's not a secret, we know that we're going to lose some promoters, right? We're going to have some promoters that are going to come on and they're going to make a bunch of money. They're going to make a lot of money, and then they're gone. They've fulfilled their purpose. They've made about $1,300, $2,000, whatever, and they're gone. Then you're going to have some promoters who just don't make any money, are very dissatisfied with not having the support, with not having that person to really kind of help them and inspire them, and they're gone. So when I think back to when Jesse and I started and we switched over from customer to promoter, we were like those promoters who had the no support. And it's not that I think that my personally sponsored didn't want to help me. It's that she was so new. She had only signed up about 10 days before we did. So she just didn't have any idea. She was learning, herself. And we're losing so many promoters. If it wouldn't have been that Jesse and I were doing this together, I don't know how I would have stayed sane. There was so many nights where we sat there until midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, trying to figure out everything after the kids went to sleep. And, we just made it a commitment. It's burning up in here. So, I'm challenging you guys, because here's the thing. Here's what I heard on a couple of the calls from yesterday that I was on, that the promoters that brought on, their potential promoters, they were saying to me, I wish I would have had this back then. I wish I'd have had this when I started. Oh, I haven't even talked to my promoter before. How come I've never had a three-way or welcome call myself? And I had to really stop and hone in on exactly what they were saying. And that's my fault. That's my fault for not really taking the reins on that. So one, I apologize for that, because I've lost promoters too. I feel like it is my personal obligation, if your promoter or your upline is one of the ones I talked about before, who has made the money and has left the building basically, and you have some promoters that are on your downline that maybe you personally didn't bring them on, you're not their full sponsor, but they're your second or third level, then you owe them that obligation to make sure you're checking in with them. You need to make sure that you're how you can help them, what you can do to support them, to run contests with them, to continue to be that support system. We talk about this all the time. We talk about the power of threes. Are we sharing 3 stories from the Lavelle fan page? Are we reaching out to 3 people in our network, or who've never even talked or discussed Thrive? Or are we doing follow-ups? Well, what about our promoters? Are we talking to them daily? Are we reaching out to them? Are we being the leader that we need to be for them? Because we need to be doing these things too. So here is what I'm challenging you on. If you've not did this yourself, if you've not attended a 3-way call, if you have not been a part of a living room local, hold yourself accountable, take ownership, and do it. Because I'm going to give you an example. I know that life happens. I know things happen. I know we're busy. I know that, we have children and families outside of Thrive, and this might not be your full-time job. I understand that. But the example I was going to give you is yesterday, I worked my butt off from 7 o'clock in the morning till till after 8 yesterday. I was on a total of 13 calls. Now, we got a bunch of promoters signed up. We've got a few customers, so it was well worth it. I took one for the team, for your promoters, for your potential customers. And don't get this wrong, I'm not griping, I'm not upset, but I should not be the only one that's doing these. Will I be there to lock arms with you, to help support you? Absolutely. Of course I will. But I need you guys too. You're the leaders of this group. You're the ones that have hit the ranks. You're 4K, you're 12K. When it comes down to it, and Jesse and I are to blame for this as well, because we're like, we're racking our brain. Why are we not hitting 40K again? Why are we not at 80K? Why are we not consistently hitting 12K? What is going on? It's us. We're not staying consistent. We're going to talk about this on Thursday's call. We need people at our meetings. Hello? We're taking time away from our families. You need to be doing the same as well. We're not here just to take and I guess everybody says, well, we're out for money, you're out for money. Everybody's out for money, right? You want to grow your business. Eventually you want to do this full time where you don't have to walk out that door at 8 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning. That's what we're in the business for. I want to help you, but in return I need you guys to help us as well. Got a new plan in place for new promoters that come on. And I've talked to a couple of promoters about that. They love it. The feedback that I've gotten the last 10 days is this is exactly why I love doing what I'm doing, because they're appreciative and they're grateful and they feel like they have support. But guys, I can't do it by myself. This is the time. I'm starting to see people slack off in chats. I'm starting to see people slack off on posting and commenting. We can't do that. Either we're all the way in or we're not. Either way is fine, but I kind of need to know where we're at, because your teams need you. I need you. You need me. It's a full round circle. Please, please, please. Let's help one another grow our businesses. Let's help each other. Let's really lock arms in this, and let's focus on being the best team that there is in North Carolina, because you know what? Other teams are starting in North Carolina, and I'm not okay with being second. I'm just not. So either we're going to do this together, or me and Jesse are going to find promoters that really want to be a part of it. And I'm not saying that you guys aren't. I'm talking about our downline, okay? We're obviously in it for a reason, and we know that we are. And yes, like I said, things happen and we kind of slack off, and I understand that. But I'm more specifically talking about the promoters that we sign up, that we think that are going to be really, really good, and we forget to touch bases with them, and then all of a sudden they're MIA and we can't find them. And they were our rock stars when they first came on. We need to make sure that they're fully engaged throughout, because I don't want any of us anymore to scratch our heads and say, hey, why am I not hitting my rank? Or why is my paycheck only da-da-da-da-da? It could be so much more than that. So I'm committed to each of you. I want each of you to really focus on the things that we can do differently, because what we're doing right now is not working. It's not working for any of us. And let's just move forward. So if you have any questions for me, let's talk. I know I talked to a couple of you yesterday. We got to grow this team, and I know that we can do it. I feel 100% confident that we got the right leaders that can make this happen. But I need you all hands on deck. And I know that, we have still some of our 9-to-5 jobs. I understand that. I'm not saying go quit your jobs at all. But I just need to see, that you want to continue to grow, and you want to continue to grow your business and have very successful promoters on your team. I am more than willing to help, because this is what I do full time. But I need you as well. Okay? Have a good day.